Picture this. A select group of states, veritable economic titans, are the true engines driving the colossal U.S. economy. In 2025, who's genuinely generating America's wealth? Is it the towering financial might of Wall Street? The groundbreaking innovation of Silicon Valley's multi-trillion-dollar tech machine? Or the vast oil fields of Texas, relentlessly pumping out billions of barrels of crude? You might be surprised to learn that a mere handful of states account for over half of the nation's astounding $29 trillion GDP. In fact, some of these economic powerhouses command a larger financial output than entire sovereign nations. But which states truly wear the crown this year, judged not by their scenic beauty or popular lifestyle, but by their sheer, undeniable economic firepower? Stay with us for the grand unveiling, because today, Discover the Nation is diving deep into the richest 10 states that make America's money.
10. New Jersey, the Garden State's quiet economic powerhouse. The Garden State silently but effectively flexes immense economic muscle. Boasting a staggering $853 billion GDP, New Jersey confidently secures its position as America's 10th wealthiest state. What's truly remarkable is it achieves this colossal economic output with just 9.3 million people, consistently outperforming much larger rivals. So, how exactly does Jersey rake in such impressive sums? The secret is location. Positioned directly adjacent to two of America's most formidable economic engines, New York City and Philadelphia, New Jersey commands unparalleled access. Far from just riding coattails, the Garden State stands as a corporate titan, proudly hosting more than 20 Fortune 500 companies. Beyond corporate headquarters, New Jersey is a linchpin of global commerce. The Port of New York in New Jersey ranks as the second busiest port in the U.S., skillfully managing over 8 million shipping containers, TEUs, annually. Billions of dollars in goods seamlessly transition through Jersey's docks. While notable for one of the highest property tax rates, this investment often contributes to its consistent ranking among the nation's best public school systems and healthcare services. Despite the costs, people continue to choose to build their lives and careers here. In essence, New Jersey might not always grab the loudest headlines, but it undeniably makes America's wealth, playing in global economics' big leagues. 9. Washington, the Pacific Northwest's innovative powerhouse. This Pacific Northwest gem, renowned for its misty evergreen forests and vibrant coffee culture, also hosts an undeniably booming economy. Washington is making serious money, boasting an impressive $860 billion GDP. Its remarkable economic output per person, a GDP per capita of over $108,000, positions it among the highest in the U.S., a testament to its highly productive workforce. So what's the state's secret economic sauce? One word: tech. Washington is the proud birthplace of some of the world's most influential technology giants, including Microsoft and Amazon. These two companies alone, alongside aerospace titan Boeing, collectively generate hundreds of billions in revenue and employ hundreds of thousands. Seattle, often affectionately called the cloud capital, fosters countless tech startups. Washington annually exports more than $50 billion worth of goods, securing its place as a top exporting state, with key partners like Canada, China, and Japan. The state proudly leads the country in apple production, cultivating an astounding over 10 billion apples each year. Add in a thriving wine industry, substantial wheat production, and hops crucial for brewing America's beers, and you have a remarkably balanced economy. And here's a crucial perk that attracts high-income earners. Washington boasts no state income tax. This makes it an especially appealing destination for wealthy individuals and corporations. However, to maintain its robust public services, the state wisely compensates with one of the highest sales tax rates in the U.S., ensuring it still generates substantial revenue without directly taxing individual paychecks. In short, Washington masterfully blends innovation, global trade, and rich natural resources into an incredibly efficient money-making machine. Rain or shine, the evergreen state is consistently cashing in.
Number 8. Georgia. The Peach State is undeniably serious when it comes to dollars and cents. Boasting a sturdy $889 billion GDP, Georgia's economy is fierce, remarkably diverse, and growing fast. At its heart is Atlanta, the booming capital and a bustling corporate command center. Over 16 Fortune 500 companies proudly call Atlanta home, including globally recognized giants like Coca-Cola, Delta Airlines, and Home Depot. This formidable lineup fuels a dynamic and massive state economy. Transportation is one of Georgia's crown jewels. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport consistently remains the busiest in the world, serving over 100 million passengers annually and linking Georgia globally. This unparalleled connectivity makes Atlanta an irresistible magnet for international business. Beyond logistics, Georgia dominates the film industry. Thanks to generous tax incentives, it's nicknamed Hollywood of the South. In 2024 alone, more than 400 TV shows and movies were filmed here, adding billions to the economy. Agriculture is another heavy hitter. Georgia is a top producer of poultry, peanuts, and pecans, generating over $70 billion annually. With a burgeoning population of around 11 million, Georgia has the workforce to support its growth. The median household income hovers around $71,000, and housing prices remain relatively affordable compared to the national average, making it an attractive place for both living and business. Whether it's global aviation, agricultural abundance, or cinematic premieres, Georgia truly has its hands in everything, making serious money doing it. Number 7. Ohio. Flexing an impressive $933 billion GDP. While Ohio might fly under the radar, it's profoundly clear that this is one of America's most remarkably balanced and consistently productive economies. With a population of about 11.8 million, Ohio masterfully blends manufacturing might, cutting-edge advancements from healthcare, and Midwestern grit. Manufacturing steadfastly remains a top industry, actively supporting over 680,000 jobs. It's a vital hub for automotive parts, aerospace components, steel, and plastics. Ohio ranks third nationally in car-related manufacturing, a testament to its deep roots in the automotive supply chain. But Ohio's economic narrative extends far beyond factories. The state is a formidable healthcare juggernaut, home to world-renowned institutions like the Cleveland Clinic. Its healthcare and biotech sectors collectively generate tens of billions each year and employ nearly 900,000 people statewide. Education and finance also play major roles. Columbus hosts Ohio State University, and Cleveland-Cincinnati boasts growing financial sectors. The state's median household income sits around $66,000, and housing in much of Ohio remains incredibly affordable. Average home prices statewide are comfortably under $225,000, making it a highly attractive pick for young families and remote workers. Bottom line, Ohio might fly under the radar, but it's consistently making serious money behind the scenes, thriving as the Midwest's essential economic backbone.
Number 6. Pennsylvania, a state whose economy has officially crossed the monumental $1 trillion GDP mark. The Keystone State is an undisputable economic heavyweight. With about 12.9 million people, Pennsylvania masterfully continues to blend its rich historical legacy, world-class healthcare, pioneering education, and robust energy sectors into a remarkably diversified economic mix. First, let's shine a spotlight on Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, the dynamic twin engines that relentlessly drive Pennsylvania's immense economy. Philly brings formidable financial, biotech, and healthcare power, home to institutions like the University of Pennsylvania and companies like Comcast. Pittsburgh, once Steel City, has brilliantly pivoted toward healthcare, robotics, and advanced manufacturing, with UPMC and Carnegie Mellon leading innovation. Now, energy is where Pennsylvania truly shines nationally. Thanks to the vast Marcellus Shale, the state has cemented its position as one of the top producers of natural gas in the U.S., pumping out billions of cubic feet daily. This energy boom has created thousands of jobs and significantly boosted state revenues. Pennsylvania also boasts a thriving agricultural scene, consistently contributing over $7 billion annually. It leads the nation in mushroom production, yielding over 500 million pounds yearly. The state's median household income sits around $72,000, and while urban hubs can be pricey, much of Pennsylvania offers affordable living, with average home prices under $260,000. So whether it's natural gas fueling homes, advanced biotech saving lives, or productive farmland feeding the nation, Pennsylvania consistently proves that you don't need to be flashy to make serious money, just the right balance of tradition and innovation. Number 5. Illinois, the Midwest's central economic force. Flexing a mighty $1.1 trillion GDP, Illinois slides into our number 5 spot. With about 12.6 million people, this Midwestern marvel continues to be a central force in America's economic story, largely revolving around one iconic city, Chicago. Chicago alone is a colossal economic powerhouse, consistently contributing over 80% of Illinois' total GDP. Here, finance, manufacturing, agriculture, and transportation all spectacularly collide. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange and the Board of Trade handle trillions in global commodities yearly, making Chicago the pulse of world trading markets. Manufacturing remains huge in machinery, chemical products, and food processing. The state is the largest producer of soybeans in the U.S., adding billions to agricultural output. Then there's transportation, with O'Hare International Airport moving over 80 million passengers annually and one of the largest rail networks. Illinois serves as a logistical lifeline. Healthcare and education sectors are thriving too, with prestigious institutions like the University of Chicago driving innovation and employing thousands. Illinois is proudly home to 37 Fortune 500 companies, including Boeing, Caterpillar, and Walgreens Boots Alliance, a profound amount of corporate firepower. The median household income hovers around $75,000, and housing costs stay moderate outside Chicago, averaging under $260,000 statewide. Illinois perfectly combines agricultural roots with big city finance and modern innovation, making its economy beat loud and clear.
Number 4. Florida, where the sun is hot, the beaches are gorgeous, and the economy is quite literally on fire. Boasting a whopping $1.7 trillion GDP, Florida isn't merely about Disney World and spring break parties anymore. It's solidified its position as a serious economic machine, and it's growing faster than a palm tree in the Everglades. With a booming population of over 22 million people, Florida has rapidly climbed to become the third most populous state in the U.S., powerfully fueling an economy far more diverse than most folks realize. Let's start with tourism. Florida is an unrivaled global magnet, graciously welcoming over 137 million visitors every single year, thanks to hotspots like Orlando and Miami. Disney alone pulls in about 58 million annual guests, making the mouse a major multi-billion-dollar player in Florida's GDP. But tourism is just the tip. The aerospace industry here is skyrocketing, propelling the state into leadership thanks to the Kennedy Space Center. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are launching rockets and cash flow. Furthermore, Florida's ports, Miami and Everglades, handle billions in international trade, solidifying its role as a global trade nexus. Agriculture is another heavy hitter, consistently contributing nearly $9 billion annually, with oranges, sugarcane, and tomatoes leading the pack. Here's a crucial perk. Florida proudly boasts no state income tax, making it an irresistible magnet for wealthy retirees and transplants from higher tax states. The median household income is around $67,000, but with perks of sun, sand, and no income tax, many see it as money well spent. Florida proves that paradise and robust profits can go hand in hand. Number 3. New York, the Empire State's financial muscle. Taking the bronze medal on this list, but standing undeniably at number 1 when it comes to sheer financial muscle is New York State. With a jaw-dropping $2.3 trillion GDP, New York commands an economic presence so vast that if it were its own country, it would confidently rank as one of the top 10 largest economies on the entire planet.
Of course, New York City is the undisputed crown jewel, serving as the global epicenter of finance. It's home to Wall Street, the NYSE, and NASDAQ, the world's largest stock exchanges. Trillions of dollars change hands daily, fundamentally driving global markets. The finance and insurance sector alone accounts for more than 28% of the state's entire GDP. But New York's economic might is far from confined to finance. The state is a formidable media, healthcare, real estate, and technology titan. From global entertainment powerhouses to cutting-edge medical research, New York's diverse industries cover all bases. The healthcare sector impressively employs over 1.3 million people, and biotech is booming. Upstate New York regions like Buffalo and Syracuse also contribute billions through manufacturing, education, and renewable energy. The state's GDP per capita is an astounding over $117,000, ranking first in the nation. Median household income sits around $80,000. While the cost of living in NYC is famously high, average rent in Manhattan can easily hit $4,500 a month, many argue the unparalleled opportunity and energy here are worth every penny. New York consistently proves that when it comes to making colossal amounts of money, it's about relentless hustle, strategic foresight, and staying at the center of the world's biggest deals.
Number 2. Texas, the Lone Star State's blazing economic firepower. Sliding into second place with a blazing 2.7 trillion GDP is the mighty Lone Star State, Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas, and its economy is certainly no exception. This is America's undisputed energy giant, tech upstart, agricultural powerhouse, and business-friendly magnet. With over 30.5 million residents, Texas is the second most populous and one of the fastest-growing states, adding over 450,000 people between 2023 and 2025 alone. Why this relentless growth? Texas boasts no state income tax, a massive draw for both businesses and individuals. Economically, Texas leads the nation in crude oil production, pumping out over 1.7 billion barrels annually, showcasing global energy dominance. It also dominates natural gas and burgeoning wind energy sectors. But Texas is far from just oil rigs. Austin has exploded into one of America's foremost tech hubs, luring giants like Tesla, Oracle, and Apple. Austin, nicknamed Silicon Hills, is home to more than 6,500 tech companies. Meanwhile, Houston holds down energy and aerospace with NASA's Johnson Space Center. Dallas-Fort Worth stands as an immense financial and commercial juggernaut. The agricultural industry also deserves a significant tip of the cowboy hat. Texas leads the nation in cattle production and is a top producer of cotton, adding over $25 billion annually. Median household income hovers around $75,000, and while home prices have risen, the statewide average remains under $330,000, making Texas relatively affordable. Texas is a shining example of diversification done right, filling the whole economic henhouse. Number 1. California, the Golden State's global economic behemoth. And finally, claiming the undisputed top spot with a staggering 4.1 trillion GDP is California. This isn't just America's richest state, it's an economic powerhouse on a truly global scale. If California were its own country, it would be the 5th largest economy in the world, remarkably outperforming nations like the United Kingdom and India. What's driving this economic beast? Diversity coupled with unparalleled innovation. Silicon Valley alone contributes hundreds of billions annually, with tech titans like Apple, Google, Meta, and Netflix calling the Bay Area home. California accounts for over 50% of the world's venture capital investments. Beyond tech, Hollywood's entertainment machine continues to rake in billions, with Los Angeles remaining the global capital for film and television. California's agricultural sector is no slouch either, producing over $51 billion annually in vital crops, providing nearly 1/3 of the nation's vegetables and 2/3 of its fruits and nuts.
The state's aerospace and defense industries are also massive contributors. With 39 million people, California is the most populous state, and its workforce is among the most educated. Median household income here sits at about $91,000, but the cost of living is notoriously high. Average home prices in San Francisco and Los Angeles hover near $800,000 or more. Yet, people keep coming for the jobs, innovation, culture, and weather. California consistently keeps the cash flowing, standing tallest and shining brightest.
Final thoughts. The architects of America's wealth. What we've seen today is a powerful testament to the diverse and immense economic engines powering the United States in 2025. These 10 states, from the financial towers of New York to the tech valleys of California, the energy fields of Texas, and the agricultural heartlands of the Midwest, are the true architects of America's staggering $29 trillion GDP. They represent a dynamic blend of innovation, traditional industry, global trade, and strategic advantage. Their success is a story of specialization, adaptation, and relentless growth. It's a reminder that America's economic strength isn't monolithic. It's a vibrant tapestry woven from the unique contributions of these regional powerhouses. They don't just generate wealth for themselves, their output creates jobs, drives technology, and fuels prosperity across the entire nation, influencing global markets and setting benchmarks for economic ambition. As the world continues to evolve, these rich estates will undoubtedly remain at the forefront of America's financial landscape, continually pushing the boundaries of what's possible and solidifying the nation's position as a global economic leader. Thank you for joining Discover the Nation for this in-depth look at America's economic giants. If you found this insight valuable and want to stay informed on the forces shaping our nation's future, please take a moment to subscribe to Discover the Nation. Your support helps us continue to bring you these crucial analyses. And don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone interested in understanding where America's money truly comes from. We'll see you in the next one.